Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we are going to be diving into a thesis, and I'm actually going to show you guys an example of how the Systems Accelerator Manager helps you as a real estate agent move with just unprecedented speed. And I'm going to do it by doing a little bit of a speed test of the Systems Accelerator Manager versus ChatGPT versus a manual process. Now, I want you to know when I set out to build the Systems Accelerator Manager, one of my theses, and really one of the theses over here, that's a fun word, theses, over here at Workflow Secrets is that you as a real estate agent can save time, and that time can be reapplied back into your business, or it can be applied into your personal life. And we pretty well use that as a mirror or a metric that we kind of value everything against. And so today I want to show you guys how ChatGPT and how the Systems Accelerator Manager can do just that for you. And I'm going to see if you're not interested in AI yet, I'm going to try and sway you to do it. And if you're super interested in the Systems Accelerator Manager, when I'm able to provide to you, I will give you a call to action at the end of this video. But without further ado, that is what we're going to be looking at. So I want you guys to see, this is a crazy setup, I know, but on the very far left-hand side, I have the Systems Accelerator Manager. Right in the middle, I have ChatGPT. Under it, I've got a little clock. That way you can see in real time. And then on the far right hand, I have a Google document. And little context here. When I was thinking through this video, I realized that I should probably give you some metrics. So I Googled what is the average typing speed of an individual, and they said it's about 40 words per minute. It ranges to about 65 to 70 words per minute, but most people hold around that 40 words per minute, right? And then I also wanted to know what is the average time that it takes a human being to read, per minute. And people can read about 200 to 250 words per minute. I'm dyslexic, so I probably read at like 100 words per minute, maybe even 7 words per minute seems more accurate. But the average person, good for you guys, can read much faster. So it's a little bit of a metric there. But let's start off and let's hop over to the Systems Accelerator Manager. I'm going to go ahead and press play. Now, within the Systems Accelerator Manager, I have several different options of things to build with. Today, I'm actually going to build a lead magnet that is a guide, and this is going to be an outline to start. It is going to be for me, and my niche is going to be the first-time home buyer. I want this to be written conversational, professional, fun, and uplifting, right? And then the objective, or what I want the reader to walk away with, is engage with the guide's content to convert potential leads into clients. And that sounds good. So I'm going to hit begin. Now we are 39 seconds in, and Sam has already started thinking about what you're trying to create, right? It's referencing what I just told it to do. It's looking at the profile settings, and then it's going to fire back a couple questions. Now, these are to help me discern what the answer should be. The question is up top. He's also giving me an answer that he thinks would fit into this. So I just need to read each question and each answer and make sure that these are good. So we're going to do that real quick. With specific challenges first-time home buyers face, limited knowledge. I like that. How can a lead magnet help address these challenges? Provide a comprehensive guide, educate in the buying process, offer tips, securing financing aspects, means clear call to action. And I want it to be approximately 10 to 15 pages. Those all look good. If any of those weren't good, I could thumbs down. I'm going to keep them all thumbs up, though. I'm going to hit continue. Now, what Sam is doing now is it's reading through all of those questions. It's reading through all the answers. It's looking at what I wanted to create, and then it's referencing my profile settings and all of the information I shared about my brokerage, my team, as well as myself as a real estate agent. And there's a lot of specific nuances. We're at 2 minutes right now. I want you guys to keep that clock in your rear view. And just like that, at 2 minutes and 10 seconds, we now have an outline for a guide. Now, Could you do that in real life? 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I want you to keep that number, and we're going to see how we could do it in ChatGPT. Truthfully, I read kind of slow, so it's probably 1 minute and 50 seconds. So there's 20 seconds back right there. But what I want to do from here is I want to expand. This guide is awesome. I think overall I could spend 5 minutes exploring it, but I want to expand it. So I'm going to hit the expand button. Now, this is a new button within the Systems Accelerator Manager, but what it's doing, it's evaluating all of the content and it's expanding all of the content. You can also select specific content that you want to expand. Now, you'll see the loading screen is right here. At the bottom, I have an evaluation bar. So what Sam is doing, he's actually reviewing all of these different sections and subsections. He's looking at the content. He's trying to apply his own understanding. And then he's looking at specifically you as a real estate agent, how you would write this, how you would apply this, what you should know as the expert in that field of real estate. And that's what he's doing to create this. Now we are at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, pretty well. And Sam is about halfway done with his expansion of this process. So we are just bumping and grinding along. Now at this point, once this gets plugged out, it's going to be significantly larger. If you look at word count, currently it's 382 words. If we were to look at our average, it's going to take about 1 minute for us to read that, maybe 1.5 minutes. But Sam is expanding it rapidly. I want you to keep that number in mind, 382, and then it's about finished. So once we get finished with this, you are going to see a couple things happen. Now we have our original, and we have a new version. This new version is 1,243 characters, right? Or word counts, rather. So 1,243 words. And what he has done is he's gone through this content and expanded it. Now I'm going to go ahead and press pause right here, because in 4 minutes and 25 seconds, Sam was able to create a brand new resource that is specific to you and your business in real estate, that is going to be speaking to that niche within real estate that you are focusing on. And just like that, we have something that we can now review. We can apply discernment. We can read through, and you could assume that it would take us probably about 5 minutes to read through, maybe another 2 minutes to apply some discernment, and just really, as the expert in real estate, utilize our experience to make sure that this is honed in super well. But just like that, Sam created in 4 minutes. Let's say we spend 10 minutes doing that. That's 15 minutes, and we now have a piece of content that is a lead magnet guide for a first-time home buyer that's specifically designed around how you would write for your real estate leads. And just like that, we're ready to go. So now let's think about what would that process take if we had done it manually? And we're actually going to show you that in a speed test in just a second, but that is our first example. So 4 minutes and 25 seconds is what Sam clocks in at. We're going to go ahead and reset this clock. Now I'm going to show you guys how I have been building lead magnets in the past using ChatGPT. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this off onto the screen. I'm going to put it over Sam. And this is kind of my prompt outline that I've done in the past to build out lead magnets. Now, if you want to look at an example of some lead magnets that I've built out, you can go to workflowsecrets.info/free stuff, and you can see several guidebooks that I built. These are about 20 page, actually a little less. They're 15, 16 pages. And all of this is custom content on specific topics. The first one is laying the foundations of AI. I used ChatGPT to help me create the outlines. Then I used those outlines to help me create those lead magnets. Then I went through and I rewrote them. Now, on average, each of these is taking about a day to write, and I'm getting through about one per week, right? But let's see, with Sam, I could have done that in about 15 minutes. And let's see what we can do in ChatGPT. But here's the prompt that I've been using within ChatGPT. I tell it that I want to create a free guidebook that can share with real estate agents to help them understand AI. The first one I want to create is in this topic, right? So we are going to go ahead and we're going to hit play, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to copy I need to build out a prompt. So I have to already be a prompt engineer and understand how to write this. This is the other thing that Sam is incredible at, is it is prompt list creation using AI. And I just think as a real estate agent, if you don't have to learn this skill, good on you, right? So I want to start creating a free guidebook. It's actually going to be a lead magnet. Let's do the same process, lead magnet, that I can share with real estate agents to help them understand the first time home buying experience. Share, and I'm actually going to say, as a real estate agent with leads, we're building a lead magnet that they can understand the first time home buying experience. In this guide, I want to articulate, articulate, the process they are going through, as well as outline tips, tricks, programs, and possible areas of stress they might experience while going through the process. This outline should be around 500 words total in long text. That's a power phrase within ChatGPT, and have separate categories and sub for each topic, as well as a title, intro, and closing. I would like to use this guide to send to leads to help them convert to customers. That was the objective that we stated within SAM. So now I'm hitting play. It took me 3 minutes to write this. Maybe I'm faster than the average person. Maybe I'm not. I'm not always the best at spelling. So there's that. But we are already at 3 minutes. Now, remember, Sam was able to do this in 4 minutes and 25 seconds total. And we just created the outline in 3 minutes. So right there, we haven't even completed the outline, and Sam has pretty well already created it. So I want you to think about this fact that not only as a real estate agent am I inside of the Systems Accelerator Manager not having to write prompts, but I'm also able to move much faster than ChatGPT because I'm not writing those prompts. And the whole thesis is I over here, Cody, right here, Workflow Secrets, built out a piece of software for you, the real estate agent. I'm talking to you, that's you, all right? And I did it because I realized that you, as the real estate agent, you don't need to be a prompt engineer. You don't need to be an expert at writing prompts. You need to create systems and resources and content that you can use inside of your business so that you can capitalize on your abilities as a real estate agent to move with speed. And that's exactly what we are showing right here. So we're at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and we're coming right up that 4 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's where Sam stopped, and we just now have a outline. So now from here, what I have to do is I still don't even have a piece of content. So I need to go and take this next step. And so I need to copy this piece and say, thank you. Can you elaborate on? And then I need to grab this first concept. And then I need to grab this. And essentially what I'm doing with this prompt, and this is a pre-written prompt So I'm saving time there too. I would like to elaborate to be a long text format deep dive into deep dive that is, and that total document on the other end was about 1,200 words. So we're going to say 400 words and made up a paragraph structure based on the outline. And we're going to send that. Right. So now I've taken this very first concept and I'm asking it to outline it. So what I would need to do over here is I'd create a document. And in that document, I am going to open up a brand new document and I'm going to grab this piece once it's done building and I'm going to plug it in. And then I'm going to review that. I'm going to go and I'm going to grab that second piece of the outline. I'm going to grab the third piece of the outline and I'm going to start building out this lead magnet manually through ChatGPT. So now we're at 6 minutes. ChatGPT is just now getting to that first iteration of the actual guide that we're looking to build. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections that we're going to build out, plus an intro and a conclusion before we've ever got a piece to go. Then we have to read through it and apply discernment. So at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, it looks like we have our first section. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Copy. I'm going to paste it over. Excuse me. Control Shift V is a little cheat code to get it to paste without the formatting. And then I'm going to repeat that process, grabbing the second section. We are at 7 minutes total currently. Not grabbing the third section yet. I'm going to paste this in, and then I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to reuse this prompt. This is a good prompt. Feel free and steal it if this is a process that you are doing currently inside of your business. We're going to hit play, and now it is going to start building out that second section within, and I will let you know we still need an intro before that before this this guide is done. Now let's do a little word count check inside of this Google sheet. We're going to go spelling, grammar, word count. And right now it looks like we're at 400 words. So it's coming in pretty accurate to what we are looking to build. So that's pretty nice. That's handy. Looks like it's still cranking away. We're at 8 minutes. Holy cow, 8 minutes. And we still do not have our guide process. Again, the average person probably is still sitting here with this blinking Google document over here, but we're gonna do a little exploration on that next. I won't take you through the entire process there, but I do want to just nail home this idea that within the Systems Accelerator Manager, you're going to move so fast. See this second section. Oh, here's an interesting little thing. They have sectional conclusions. This one actually broke it out into its own subsection. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to throw that down there too. Control Shift V is going to reformat it. And then I'm going to add that conclusion piece right there. Shift Enter. Let's hop back over to ChatGPT and scroll on up. Man, we are at 9 minutes and we still are only on our third section. This is going to be quite a process before the end of it. I'm going to grab this prompt outline. Oh, and the other thing is, I don't even know if this content is any good. I don't know if I should have readjusted or told ChatGPT to move differently at this point. I haven't even really started reading it. Now, you could argue that as this is generating, I could read through understanding the home buying process, pre-approval. Before embarking on home buying journeys, obtaining a mortgage pre-approval is a priority step to be prospective buyers should not overlook. That sounds pretty good to me. I could be reading through this and applying Here's your magic word. It's my favorite word to use in the AI space, discernment, right? You are the expert as the real estate agent. You would never send out a piece of content to your clients that you hadn't read before you sent it out. So don't do that over here just because AI wrote it. Don't assume that it's correct. That's just a good rule of thumb. Man, it is still generating. We are at 10 minutes. This is going to be the world's longest video by the end of this, right? I appreciate you sticking with me. I think at this point, you've probably got the point, but we are just going to drive it home. We're going to go through this entire process. Let me know in the comments what you think the overall time commitment is going to be, because I think that it's going to be quite a lot. Now, I did not read the one that we output inside of SAM, so I will give you that. There is something to be said about that, so we'll go ahead and skip that part for this as well, and we're gonna go ahead. Whoa, what was going on there? Got a little excited over there. I don't know why you were doing that, man. Come on. Control copy, Shift V. All right. Well, it doesn't like copying. I would like this collaboration to be a long text power phrase within ChatGPT format, deep dive that is 400 words and made up of paragraph, a page structure based on we are at 12 minutes, and we are just now getting to our fourth section. Now, as you can see, sometimes it slows itself down because ultimately speaking, I had to retype that prompt. And sometimes I've noticed within ChatGPT, these chat threads get a little confused. And that's where prompt drift happens, which is essentially it starts outputting bad content for you. That's probably the worst thing you could ever imagine. I'm going to hop back over here into this Google document. I am curious what our word count is. Looks like we're at that 1,200 word count. Now, this one's going to be a little bit longer, so you could pro-con it that way. That's a pro, in my opinion. ChatGPT is diving a little deeper than Sam was with the Systems Accelerator Manager's output. Now, what could happen is I could ask Sam to expand again all of that content. We could keep drilling down and expanding our focus outward, but we've already moved past that. And here is the fourth section. And so we are going to Control-Shift-V, copy that over, and I'm just going to keep moving along because the clock is running, scrolling all the way back up to that outline. Now, if I had more room on this screen, I would probably have an outline copied over. I see what's going on. It's trying to copy a lot more. Yeah, look at that. Why is it doing that, man? Thank you. And just copying that prompt again, sending it. So now we've gotten all four of these sections written for this. We still need to do an intro. This is going to be our call to action and conclusion. It's always good to throw a call to action in all of our different pieces. This would be to give us a call, to schedule a meeting, to work with us, whatever it is. These are leads that we're interacting with. And so giving them that next step, that's a small action that they can take, is going to be really powerful, so that we can ensure that they decide to work with us, right? So this call to action, still generating. And after that, I'm going to circle back. I'm going to make the conclusion. Then we are going to go ahead and hit the stop button on this. And we'll look at the fact that, man, we're at 15 minutes. So Sam is already 3 times faster with creating content. Now, you could argue this content is a little bit more in depth. Sure. But we haven't even read through this content. So I don't even know if it is good content when it's all said and done. I just know that it is 3 times larger. And so I think that those those facts right there are something that we have to also consider. So I'm going to finish up. I have a conclusion and a call to action built. I'm going to circle back to the intro. What I like to do is use the intro last, because then it's referencing all of the content before it does that. I hit the drop down. Oh no, we're running at 16 minutes. It is still writing that intro. Holy cow. All right, it just finished. We are at 16 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm going to copy this intro. I'm going to Control-Shift-V, throw that in there. And just like that, 16 minutes and 55 seconds, I'm going to hit pause. And at that point, we have now created this lead magnet resource for our first-time home buyer. It is not specifically written for us as a real estate agent. This doesn't sound like us, but it is written, and it is going to be arguably, it's going to be significantly longer. So it's about 1,000 words longer than the output that we had within the Systems Accelerator Manager, but it took 17 minutes, let's call total, versus I'm going to round up 4 minutes into 5 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, about 3 times slower to do that than it was to do it manually. So I think that right there is the case in point. Yes, we as real estate agents can use ChatGPT. We can use any AI system, but things we have to know are how to write prompts. We have to be good prompt engineers. Now, I have lots of resources on this channel. I can teach you how to be a prompt engineer. Is it valuable for you as a real estate agent? Probably not. At the end of the day, it's not valuable for you to know this skill because you're a real estate agent. You should be really good at serving customers. But if you can save 3 times the speed, you now have an extra 10 minutes of your life. And that's 10 minutes that you probably could have made 2, maybe 3 calls to a lead or a client. You could have generated out 3 more of those lead magnet resources that you could be sending directly to them. You could be driving a world-class client experience for them, right? So there are so many things that you could be doing. Or let's say we take this process and we had to do it 5 times. Well, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's an hour of your life. Cool. Now you can get off work an hour earlier, go have lunch with your family, or, go take some time and go for a 45-minute walk. And you have that luxury built into your life just because you are moving with a little bit more speed. And the benefit of this is inside of the Systems Accelerator Manager, I am using all of the different pieces of information that you shared with me so that these are highly tuned to your specific business. They're going to be articulated the way you like to write them. So now from here, I would have to go through and I would have to read all of this. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to make sure it sounds like me. How much time is that going to take? Maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. When I build out those lead magnets on our Workflow Secrets /free stuff, they take me all day, literally all day. An 8-hour workday gone for one single lead magnet. Now, you could argue that lead magnet is now forever living. We call it an evergreen resource, but man, Your ability to move with speed is so crucial within real estate. And if I can just drive that point home for you, I think that you are going to find success within real estate. So I'm going to go ahead and let's call it 17 minutes. I'm going to restart the clock. Now let's think through what the manual process would be. I'm going to hit play and we are going to engage with first-time home buyers. This is the first-time home buyer process, tips, tricks, traps, intro, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, conclusion. So here's the thing. This is probably how you do this right now. At the end of the day, I'm not an expert in the first-time home buyer. I'm not even going to attempt to write this, but this is exactly what you are probably sitting down and doing, right? Maybe you start using the old Google machine and you start learning little facts. Maybe your broker provides you resources. Maybe you have some content that you're or that you're sourcing to build this resource. But at the end of the day, you have to sit down and manually do this. So I want you to think about every time you've had to sit down and manually do this, how long is it actually taking you? I'm not even going to attempt this. I think you get the point at this point. But I have to build an outline. I have to think about all of these different sections and the subsections. I have to write them. And this is just a tedious task. And it doesn't have to be that way. And there are so many tedious tasks within your real estate business that I guarantee are bogging you down. So when you start to use AI, you're going to move so much faster. In 17 minutes, I was able to create this incredible lead guide, right? And this guide is going to help. I can send it to my lead magnets. Maybe I spend an hour total applying a little bit of discernment, reviewing, editing, and adjusting it so it sounds like me. That's still an hour of my life. Okay. Well, maybe inside of Sam, this took me 4 minutes and a couple seconds. And now I have this guide. Well, that's still not quite as long. That's sure. You got me there. But now I have to, all I have to do is copy this text. I could throw it into its own. I could expand on sections I need to expand on. I could apply a little discernment. Maybe that takes me slightly less time. How much time am I saving in this process? Man, I still think, you're already 3 times faster. So even if you spend that next 15 or 17 minutes applying discernment, you still save so much time, right? And you're creating resources that are custom to your business. So I think that this is an incredible way for me to articulate to you guys the power of the Systems Accelerator Manager. I named it Sam. I call it affectionately Sam. So here is where I'm going to wrap this video. Right here, I will throw this link down in the description, but if you go to workflowsecrets.info/Sam pre-launch, you're going to be met with this site right here. Now, on this site, I've got some cool screenshots inside of Sam. I have a little video that is a little commercial I threw together. I give you a little highlight, and all you have to do is enter your email. We are currently in beta. I've got beta testers inside here. They're doing the hard work of making sure that Sam works so that you can use this tool successfully. Now, we are going to be finished. This is week 2. We're going to be finished in 2 more weeks. That means if you sign up on this pre-launch website, you will get an email into your inbox as soon as the Systems Accelerator Manager is live for the public. Start diving into Sam. You can use it. You can use this tool to move with speed, move with efficiency, and start 3xing at the bare minimum the things that you are creating within your real estate business. And so that is what I have to show you guys on this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. Let me know, was this a really good demonstration? Did I articulate efficiently to you guys the power of the Systems Accelerator Manager? Do you think I'm just absolutely, off the target and completely ignorant of the overall process? Are you, as a real estate agent, moving with speed and focused on time and how you can use tools within inside of your systems and inside of your business to take that back? And at the end of the day, what kind of focus do you have in real estate? Is it time spent with family and friends and building relationships? Is it time in business, growing your business, building those client relationships, and ensuring that they come back and they refer their friends? Are you focused on ensuring that you have enough transactions at the end of the year so that you can pay the bills? All of those things at the end of the day come back to Sam. And that was the goal when I created the software. And that's exactly what I'm trying to help you as a real estate agent achieve. So go to workflowsecrets.info/Sam pre-launch. Enter in your email. That way I know where to send the email as soon as we go live. Get inside of this tool. Let it transform your life. Let it transform your business. Let it open up the freedom that you probably came to real estate to find. And my friend, thank you so much for watching this. I will see you very soon.